everyone, welcome. So this is the first series, or no, the first video of the series of Getting What You Want, and this is us talking about our career and material wealth. So how to change the world by manifesting the career, the job, the material wealth that you want in your life, and that comes with you defining those things for yourself and not letting the outside world define those things for you. You can use the outside world as reference. You can use your friends. You can use people of a certain status as reference that you admire to calibrate what it is that you want. But my advice is don't allow it to define you, so that you don't come from a space of envy and jealousy, or from a space of fear, of doing things out of fear because you fear X, Y, and Z as a result if you don't have those things. So that's my 2 cents. So let's get into this energy. So the focus for this energy is going after your dreams, like not locking your dreams up, not hiding them, because on social media I see a lot of feedback about sharing your dreams with other people, and I don't know, I don't always resonate with everything that's on social media, which I think is a common thing, that we see some things and we see other things that we like, and it's important to kind of have discernment when we allow our energy to be influenced by others. So that's a little caveat there. But I see a lot of posts talking about not sharing your dreams with people because of the haters, right? The people who are envious, the people who are jealous. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about who's going to be jealous of you, who's going to be envious of you reaching your dreams. The only thing that you should be focused on is what it is that you want, the consistency that you put into it, and the energy that you put into it. Like, consistency can be you thinking about it, you writing about it, you talking about it, and you being consistent in the fact that this is what I want, I'm repeating this, yes, this is what I want, yes. You know, ever so often checking in with yourself and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or no, you know what, this is what I used to want, but now I want something different. Or yes, I still want this, but there is another way for me to go about it. And so it's about breaking and shattering that bubble you put yourself into, and allowing the energy from within yourself to kind of help you manage your environment. So don't worry about who might be jealous of you, who might be envious of you, the haters, you know, the people that you share your dreams with who may not support you, because that's going to happen. Because when you think about it, everybody's coming from their own perspective, and you have generational perspectives about how we can manifest our dreams. But at the same time, there is something that there's a need for us to take accountability for reaching our goals. And when we don't do that, I think, in my experience, that brings on depression, that brings on fear, that brings a space of insecurity about what you're doing. So point 1, focus on what it is that you want. Don't lock it up. Share it with people, connect with people, take the mask off, show your true self, be authentic, and you will gravitate towards those who want to support you, and those who don't want to support you, or those who are falsely supporting you, they'll fall off because you won't want to be around them anymore, right? And what that helps you to know is that you can be yourself. You don't have to fake the funk. You don't have to walk on a tightrope around people about, you know, your dreams, your material wealth. Like, it doesn't have to be a thing. Like, if you are in a group and you have friends who are at this status, you're at this status, and, you know, you don't have to feel bad about it. You can just say, this is where I'm at, this is where I want to be at, and you can continue to enjoy your life without comparing yourself in a negative way to someone else, and without feeling bad that you're not at a place that you want to be, as long as you know within yourself that you're putting in the work. Like, I would say that if you want something, right, and you're sitting at home and you're not doing anything, you're obviously going to get depressed. And when you compare yourself to someone else and you see that they're achieving their goals and you're not, there is going to be a level of depression if you know within yourself that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. like what you should be doing to try to achieve your goals. But if you're doing it, it doesn't matter. You're going to get there. And then, you know, recognizing that there's a pace for all of us. Like you may go boom, 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 boom. Somebody else may go woo. And, you know, by the sounds I'm making, it's like how fast like we go. Some of us take baby steps. Some of us are a very slow river. Some of us are a raging tsunami. Some of us are, you know, rocks slowly moving on the, you know, crust of the earth. Like we're moving, and then boom, there's a really big volcano, and you know we've done something. Like, so you have to assess your personality type, and you have to assess the kind of person that, and how that affects your ability to create and manifest in the world. And it's not just about being positive and suppressing negativity. If you've watched my videos, you know it's about, hey, this is something negative that I'm experiencing. Why am I experiencing it? How can I get over it? How can I overcome it and make it into a positive? And I personally think that it's a possibility to take the most negative aspects of your experiences and make it into a positive for you as a learning tool so that you may move forward. So that's that one thing that is important to know, is that be authentic to yourself. Don't hide. Don't, you know, be in the corner sad because you're not where you want to be, or be in the corner sad because you're unhappy about where you are and you're fearful about making a change. Speak up, talk to your friends and your loved ones, and you'd be surprised that more people come out and say, yeah, I resonate with that. Yeah, I totally understand that. And what that helps you to do is to improve your ability to learn, to adapt, and you may connect with people that'll help you. Say, hey, I have a book or a reference on this. I have someone who's really great at that. I have, you know, a psychiatrist. I have a life coach. I have someone who can really help you narrow these things that you want down and help you to explore what it is that you truly want and how to get it. And it's not just about like that kind of airy thing, but things that you can really do to bring materialistic wealth and career fulfillment in your life. And I'm one of those people, if you're already like in a space where you have a job and you're not really into it, you're wanting to change. Okay, what is it that you want? What skills do you need to gain to get to a space of taking on that new responsibility? Because everything is a responsibility in some sorts, even, you know, being an artist, being a doctor, being a lawyer, being a musician. There's a level of responsibility that you need to have. There's a level of consistency that you need to have to continue learning, to continue growing. Because as you do this, again, you know how to bring yourself in balance. You know about, hey, I'm not really feeling this. How do I change my perspective? How do I change my direction that I've been going on? How do I refine what it is that I want to do? How do I refine what it is that I'm good at to make it new, to make it something that is fulfilling to me? Because sometimes, or to you, sometimes we are in a space where it's not the job, it's us, it's you that's unfulfilled with yourself. And so everything becomes something that you dislike, your job, your relationships, you start nitpicking at your life because you're dissatisfied with yourself. So it's about finding that balance consistently, rinsing, repeat, rinse, repeat, touching base with yourself, having those conversations. Where am I? Is this something that I want to do? Am I open to it? Or am I ashamed? Like for a long time, I was ashamed about telling people that I wanted to do tarot, or that I was even interested in tarot, because, in the environment that I come from, that's something that's not very respected. In society, we've done that a lot. We've made certain types of careers and jobs something that is respected and others not. We've made a certain level of education respected and others not. And from just my own experience, what I've observed in the world, like college is a good place for you to kind of think, gain some skills in critical analysis, in philosophical ideas, whereas a school there's specific schools to teach you to be a doctor, to teach you to be a nurse, to teach you to be an engineer, a lawyer of some sorts. Like there are things that to teach you to be a plumber, to teach you to be a mechanic, and like we all have like very beautiful skills and gifts that we can bring out into the world. And my only quibble is that we respect some of those skills more than others when they all have value to bringing about a better world and balance in the world. So I think it's important to change course on those things and to make everyone who's gifting us their values into the world to be valuable. It's not one or the other. And like, you know, speaking of myself, this video is going to be a little extra long. I'm going to try to make them 10 minutes, but this one's going to be a little long. It's about, for example, I feel like all my school years from whenever I can remember, I've been taught to learn to do math, to learn to remember history, to learn to remember science, to learn to remember all these things, right? And college, for me, was a time where I could just explore, but it wasn't, because I needed to get a job. Once I graduated from college, I needed to get a job. I needed to pay my student loans because, you know, I didn't come from a family where my parents were able to do that for me. And so I had all these, you know, you have all these notions, and I don't know if college needs to be redefined, as I mentioned before, where people need to be able to explore technical areas so they can have jobs and still live out their dreams. And I don't know if we need to work a bunch of hours all the time to do that too. So there's a lot of things that are going on in the world right now that I think need to be redefined and restructured so that everyone who has a gift can manifest that gift in the world and still be able to make some money doing it. Or if you're not making money doing it, then you have enough time that you can balance the job that you do through making money and the thing that you can manifest your gift through. So you know, so you should take time to think about those things, what those things mean to you, and how the current system may not be in alignment with you, and how you can take control of your environment and create something for yourself. All right, so that goes with learning and diversifying. And you know, you can have a specialty, but I think it's good to diversify, to have like different areas where you have knowledge and you have skill and you can apply them in case X, Y, and Z to manifest your dreams. So you can continue to gain that space of finding balance, that space of understanding when you need to change your path and your thinking in order to bring you to a place of being balanced, in a place where you can be your best self. And I think what that helps us to do is to release our gifts, as I mentioned before, the gifts that we have, the gifts that we have available to us that we should be manifesting in this time. So I think I went on a total tangent and I talked about many different things here. But if I were to wrap up this in a few sentences, I would say focus on what it is that you want. Be authentically you. Take off the masks. Stop worrying about what other people think. Worry about what it is that you can do for yourself, bring value in the world, and be responsible for yourself. Stop looking for others' approval. Stop looking for other people to take care of you. If that does happen, that's great. If people want to support you as you go through your journey, and be grateful. And as you come into that space where you are grateful, you are authentic, you are consistent, then you'll connect with more people who are willing to help you, to teach you, to bring you to in a space where you can find your balance and truly manifest your gifts in this world. All right, I hope this energy was something that resonated with you, that you found helpful, and I hope that I was concise and shared information that was of value to you. If you did like the message or you did find it of value, please take the time to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and all those other things that we ask you to do on social media so the message can get to a broader audience. I will talk to you again. I love you. Take care of yourself. You are truly beautiful. You are gifted, and you do have value for the world. Doesn't matter if you are a doctor, a plumber, a mechanic, a lawyer, the person at the fast food. There is something of value you can bring. And enjoy your job. Enjoy being you. Enjoy, making connections with people, and smile whenever you can, because when you're smiling and you're happy, no one can ever talk shit, excuse my French, about you. All right? I love you. Take care of yourself.